Well, first of all, I want to start. I'm sure you've been hearing this all day, and justifiably so, on another incredible season of one of my favorite shows of all time, Chucky. Okay, so, but I gotta know, your dynamic is kind of like reverse Final Girl. So instead of having a muse who is your survivor, you have a muse you like to murder. I'm curious, Dawn, what is it about Devon that makes you want to kill him so badly? And Devon, what makes you keep coming back?
He dies so well, But I mean, it
I'm a
is
good gamer.
when I worked with him on season one, he played, the twins. I was so impressed by his audition. I mean, I'd already been a fan, but I had never met Devin before. But then I saw his auditions and like, oh my God, he's so good. He's so versatile, and he showed his versatility in season one with these two different characters. So it just, I had already set a precedent for bringing certain actors back in different roles. I'd done it a few times, and I just thought, oh, I should do this with him because he's so versatile. And it only then kind of gradually occurred to me that the gimmick, if you will, of killing him, that would be its own fun thing. And then, of course, his ongoing feud with Chucky on social media just feeds into that. So, I just think it's a win-win for everybody. But I'm really just mostly motivated, not simply by coming up with new, cool ways to kill him, although that's part of it, but giving him new, fun, interesting characters to play, which, I think, this season, with the characters plural that he's doing, it's
Yeah.
quite a demonstration of versatility.
Oh, that's certainly true. We've gotten to see him at the highest of camp to like actually playing kind of a more straightforward character. So that has been really fun. How about you, Devin? What is it about Don that makes you want him to kill you so
He's
many times?
he's well. First of all, I love horror, and I love Chucky, and I've been watching Chucky. Wasn't '88 when I first watched Chucky because I was only getting my stuff on VHS, so must have been '89 or '90. But I've been a fan ever since. So when the edition came in for season one, it was a no brainer, and I had to. And so I put this. I tagged on this little slate at the end where I explained what I wanted to do with the characters, and I told him. I told you how passionate I was about the project, and anyways, I had to get it, and I didn't know season one that I'd ever be coming back. I thought it was one and done. I thought this was my Chucky world, and so when he told me that he would like to bring me back as a different character, it became an actor's dream. It's been going, and I've been getting new cool stuff, and each character has been so uniquely different. There has been campy. The priest got a little campy at times. The president's, I think, very grounded, and
Mm-hmm.
he's dealing with spirits and ghosts, and there's just been so many different things, and it's a gift, and it's probably a once in a lifetime thing, as far as doing this kind of thing. You know,
I love it. I love it. I mean, it must be so rewarding as an actor to get to do all of
yeah.
those things.
When I did the table scene with Lucas and Logan, you do it, but to see it cut together, to see yourself essentially acting with yourself, was wild. It was really interesting to see yourself react off yourself. And now with the new stuff in the second half of this season, just to see the contrast and see the way the moments they picked and the way they cut it, and it's been a ride. It's been a ride. I hope it never ends, but we'll see.
I love it. I love it. I mean, the thing I love about the show is it is fun, it is campy, it is unbelievably gory. So kudos on getting that on TV. But I also think there's this underlying story about queer joy that came out, particularly in this season, that I really connected with. We got to see Jake and Devin take their relationship to the next level. And for lack of a better word, it felt kind of healing to see that the fullness of that relationship depicted that way. Don, why was it important for you to show that aspect of their relationship this time
Well,
around?
thank you for saying that. It really means a lot to me. And that's the way you described it is exactly what our goal was. That having first introduced these characters 3 years ago, season one, they're 14, 15 years old. We knew that, if we got to a season three, we'd, just to be realistic, we'd want them to take that step. And I knew that I wanted it to be joyful, like you said, and fun. I wanted that scene. It was like one of the things I said to the actors is like, this is just, we want it to seem fun and and transformative, as like because I love the sort of pillow talk scene afterward where they're each looking into the camera. I thought the way that Samir Raham, our director, did that was so beautiful, where this like I feel, like closer to you than ever, like nothing can come between us. I just, these are the messages you want to send to young gay or queer teenage horror fans, that like when I was that age in the 70s and 80s, you didn't get to see that. So I'm so glad that you responded that way, because that's exactly what we wanted. And kudos to the actors also for, Zach and Bjorgvin. I think they just were wonderful.
Yeah, it felt really earned and beautiful. And it's just one more reason I love the show so
Thank
much.
you so much. But then, it also has a story utility later in the season, because I wanted to do that when, when you get to episodes 7 and 8 and, Jake is gonna die, and I just knew like now that they're lovers, that just like lands in a different like a different way. And like it just made it. And I just think that there's one of the things we always try to do with the show, and it seems like it's landing for you, is that, as over the top and crazy and occasionally camp as we get, we do like to touch the ground with real, real feelings and emotions and humanity at times. And I think that one of the reasons people like the show is that there's something a little surprising about that in Chucky, because I like in episode 7, that cross-cutting scene at the end to that beautiful Nora Jones song where, I think Jennifer's amazing too, as she's just like panicking and going, no, no. And then, Nika's the speech that Nika delivers to her about Gigi. It gives me chills. And I just like it's so fun to see Tiffany, who's dressed in this crazy getup, for her execution, which is cranked to 11 at least. But then she's actually like, to find herself actually then really moved. I like that. Like if we could accomplish that, that would be something.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. The balance of all of those elements is always so impressive every season, and maybe even the best you've done it so far. I cannot wait to see where it goes next. I will definitely be seated. Thank you both so much for taking the time to chat with me. It has been a dream, and thank you for another excellent season of TV. I loved it.